So now if you look at all the what I've been telling you, boss, I am telling you, whichever way it goes, if the uranium went into the Fordo, it's a big, big, big win for America because they let it go. Israelis let it go. They have started. देखिए, लेविजान को ठोकने के बाद ईरान got rattled. लेविजान को जब ठोका, ईरान got rattled. ईरान got very worried कि यार अगर लेविजान को ठोका, they exactly know where our focal points are. इस्फहान ठोक चुका था, Natanz ठोका था. If I am Iran, I'll try to move my uranium जहां कहीं भी है to a most secure location, थिंकिंग दैट इजरायली वहां नहीं आएंगे क्योंकि इजरायलियों को आने के लिए B2 चाहिए. ट्रंप B2 नहीं दे रहा. ट्रंप इज नॉट गिविंग मी द B2, सो लेट मी गो एंड डू इट. सो दैट इज व्हाट द इजरायलीज विल, दैट इज व्हाट द इरानियंस विल वांट टू डू इन आइडियल सिचुएशन. तो इन्होंने यही किया. बट यहां क्या हुआ? हाउ डिड द थिंग्स हैपन? दे वांट टू लेट इट हैपन एंड डू इट. सो पॉसिबली दे गॉट ऑल द यूरेनियम इनटू फॉर्दो एंड द कॉन्वॉय वाज अगेन अ डिकॉय. कुछ में था, कुछ में नहीं था. Americans did not want to strike it because Quam Pass tha. Israel doesn't want to have a fiasco, a religious fiasco, civilizational war. Quam Pass, they let it go. When it entered, when it entered Fardo, and then they strike it. और ये भी हो सकता है. Don't be surprised, boss. They exactly knew that, and they. मैं आपको एक बात, don't be surprised, boss. They exactly know when the uranium is coming. Maybe the B2s were hovering somewhere in the air. They were waiting for these 16 trucks to enter Fardo. They were creating the pressure points here. I'm creating the pressure points. I want you to bloody feel the pressure. I want you to lose your senses. और ये वो वाली कहानी है जब तक खमेनी बंकर में छुप चुका था. रिमेंबर, ये तब की घटना है. अगर कुछ घंटे पहले हुआ, खमेनी साहब तब तक बंकर में छुप चुके थे. उन्होंने अपना सक्सेसर डेजिग्नेट किया था, and there the whole regime was in a big fiasco. The regime did not know what to do. So what did regime do? Regime said, okay, जो भी मटेरियल है फर्दो में डालो भाई. फर्दो सबसे सेफ जगह है. वहां इजराइल नहीं आएगा. इजराइल आएगा तो अकेले से कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. अमेरिका कुछ नहीं कर रहा. ट्रंप के पास 15 दिन. लेट्स पुट द मटेरियल देयर एंड लेट्स सेफगार्ड आवर थिंग. बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड, इफ दे डोंट हैव फर्दो, दे डोंट हैव न्यूक्लियर मटेरियल, दे हैव नथिंग टू नेगोशिएट. What the hell are you going to negotiate on? You have bloody nothing to negotiate. Why the hell should anybody negotiate with you? आपके पास negotiation करने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं. The point is, Fardo gone, Isfahan gone, and then Natanz gone. Your uranium gone. Why the hell should America or anybody negotiate with you? What do you bring to the table? अगर मैं negotiate आपके घर में, भाई तेरे पास table पे क्या है? You have nothing. Why should people talk to Karachi? He's a good man for his country, but why should he talk to him? He brings nothing to the table. That is a simple logic. Understanding that, boss. So my logic is that they let the uranium come. Uranium happened when the regime was crumbling, but the things were really shaking. They let it enter. उन्होंने इसको घुसने दिया. They let it enter the site and they wanted it to enter the site. ये चाहते थे ये साइट को एंटर करे, and exactly a few hours B2s come and deliver the decisive punch. और दूसरे बात, एक और बात है. What is the aerial distance from Missouri to Tehran? It is not 36 hours. For a B2 bomber, B2 bombers go very fast. And when KC-135 tankers were rising up from various American bases, उसके साथ चल के उसको fueling कर रहे थे. When B2s were fueled regularly, then why the hell they took 36 hours and more to reach there? The logic is that so possibly they were hovering. If they were hovering for a reason. They were waiting for this convoy to come. They were waiting for this to come, and they were then hitting it. Or, all the people who are talking about it, how smartly talking about it. So what are they doing? They are implanting these things in your mind. They are telling you, ऐसा हुआ था, ये हुआ, ऐसा हुआ भाई, ये हुआ. So what is happening? The people's minds are getting tuned to a fact. Uranium निकल चुका. You know how many people ask me, सुमित जी uranium निकल चुका. सुमित जी हमने ये सुना. सुमित जी हमने ये देखा. सर आप बताओ क्या हुआ. I thought यार मैं कितनों को समझाऊंगा 1-to-1. तो मैंने कहा let me do a program on it and try to explain you what do I think on it. अब भगवान की कृपा ऐसी, मेरा प्रेडिक्शन, मेरा एनालिसिस शायद ही कभी गलत गया भाई. ये सब उनकी कृपा. मैं तो कुछ नहीं हूँ. मैं स्पेक ऑफ डस्ट. आई एम अ निमित्त and I just wish and vibrate to his command. सब महाकाल की कृपा by the way. तो ये वाला जो आप इंसिडेंट देख रहे हैं, तो दिस वाज नाउ देयर इज अ टॉक इन द वर्ल्ड, देयर इज अ डिसोनेंस इन द वर्ल्ड. हुआ नहीं हुआ, एंड दिस डिसोनेंस हेल्प्स मुल्ला रेजिम फॉर सम टाइम. फॉर सम टाइम दे गेट एडवांटेज कि हाँ जी हमें हमारा ये हुआ, बट अल्टीमेटली द मुल्ला रेजिम डजंट गेट एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ इट. क्योंकि ये सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है तो है यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका. ये सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है इज टू द रिपब्लिक ऑफ इजराइल, is to our smart friends in Israel and our smart friends in United States of America. And सबसे बड़ा disadvantage है because keeping Khamenei's pride intact, you screwed your country, you screwed the Umayyad. अभी मुस्लिम वर्ल्ड में 2 betrayal हुए. I'm telling you, there have been 2 major betrayals in the Muslim world. One betrayal is, brother, one betrayal is Pakistan walking out. Pakistan is saying there's nothing called Islamic bomb. The bomb is with me. Americans made Pakistan's Munir dance. मुजरा कर रहा था वहां पे, ट्रंप के सामने मुजरा कर रहा था, अपनी कमीज उतार के उसका जूता पॉलिश कर रहा था. ये they made him dance to his tunes. That is what Americans did. And what did they do here? What did they do here, brother? They created a strategic dissonance that the uranium has gone out, so the mission is not settled. Boss, we need to come. It's a cowboy attitude. So I will. वो मुझे अर्नोल्ड वाला वो डायलॉग याद था, hasta la vista, I'll be back. It is exactly that Arnold word, hasta la vista, I'll be back. It will be I will be back moment. Why should America go out of it? So these people are, boss, going to face the shit of an order which is unbelievable. Khomeini will get the face, Iran will get some political mileage, but for little political mileage, they've screwed the ethos of the whole country. They have screwed the interests of the whole country. The whole country will have to pay the price. This is a fiasco which Middle East and Muslim republics of the world will have to pay a price, and they will remember Khomeini for that. This was all done to give Khomeini a face. And if I turn the tables, imagine a scenario it has really gone out. Boss, it's a World War III. जहां ये होगा, जिसके पास होगा, they will go and they will mercilessly eliminate him, and they will mercilessly get that uranium or destroy that uranium. And even if it makes into fluoric acid, they don't give a shit. If uryl fluoride and people die, they don't give a shit, because you have kept it. It is not America's problem now. It is not Israel's problem now, because you kept it. You kept if you keep explosives in your home and there's a matchsticks which somebody lights, it's your problem. You're not supposed to keep explosives in your home. You decided bloody hell to keep explosives in your home. If you decide bloody hell to keep explosives in your home, you pay the price. And what is very simple, आपको इसकी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी. तो इसकी कीमत कहां तक चुकेगी? और मेरे को तो मजा आएगा. अब एक इसमें आपको बताऊं जबरदस्त ट्विस्ट. अगर मेरे को मजा है, कोई बता दे पाकिस्तान के अंदर यूरेनियम है. इमेजिन सिनेरियो, कोई बता दे जनाब पाकिस्तान के अंदर यूरेनियम छुपा, डेरा गाजी खान के अंदर ईरानी यूरेनियम छुपा. वाह, मैं आपको वैसे कह रहा था, मुझे इंटेल से कुछ चैटर आ रहा है इजराइल से. दे हैव मेड अ लिस्ट, एक बायोडाटा बनाया था. कल मैंने जयपुर डायलॉग में बताया था संजय जी के साथ, एक बायोडाटा बनाया उन्होंने पाकिस्तान में किस किस को ठोकना. मैं कह रहा हूं यार, क्या रीजन टू किल दे दिया. मैं आज कह रहा हूं यूरेनियम गया. I am ready to accept uranium has moved out, because whichever way it moves out, there will be more people who will get screwed with it. Because my assessment said it has not moved out, and even if it has moved out, it's not too bad. If it is too bad, then let's try to say that it has gone to Pakistan. Imagine tomorrow somebody wakes up and Tulsi Gabbard wakes up and one day says, we suspect it is in Pakistan, or it is in the tribal belt of Pakistan or somewhere. Can you imagine the fiasco that is going to break out? Can you imagine the chaos that is going to break out? That will be fantastic, and that will be the breakup of Pakistan into 4 parts. So, Buddy Munir, there's nothing called a free lunch, darling. You have to pay for it, and you have to pay for it. They will make you clean their shit. You go and mess around with America, they'll make you clean your shit. And even if you go out with your money, there will be still people watching for you. So this is a classical case how Americans have turned the table. This is a classical case how the things happen, and this is a fiasco. It has gone into history. अगर फर्दों का ठुकना हिस्ट्री था, अगर फर्दों का डिसमिशन हिस्ट्री था, ये मैं आपको कह रहा हूं सर, ये जो यूरेनियम की alleged smuggling and fizzling and the James Bond move, this is another bigger fiasco. And the Pakistanis, I hope and pray you are going to pay a lot of heed to this, because मुझे लगता है ये यूरेनियम शायद आपके यहाँ भी आ सकता है. तो क्या पाकिस्तान यूरेनियम आ सकता है? बिल्कुल आ सकता है. क्या पाकिस्तान इसमें शामिल हो सकता है? बिल्कुल हो सकता है. क्योंकि भाई ईरान का बॉर्डर जहां मिलेगा, ट्रक तो बॉर्डर से जाएगी ना. ट्रक्स कैन नॉट फ्लाई, ट्रक्स डोंट हैव अ सुखोई इंजन. ट्रक कहां जा सकती है? तो ईरान का बॉर्डर जिससे मिलता है उसके पास यूरेनियम है, उसके पास यूरेनियम जा सकता है, उसके पास इक्विपमेंट जा सकता है.